Good morning. Not sure if anybody's going to show up today. We are 15 minutes late and almost completely forgot. But interestingly, I completely also forgot Apocrypha last night. So, yeah, like didn't even think about it. It was so weird. We got home I don't know what time, but just just do I have a what do I have here? I have a pipe, a pen. I didn't even think about it, and just literally last night we got home and I saw these messages from Adius. Are you okay? How's everything? And I'd never responded to him. Just completely forgot it was Saturday. Today feels like last Wednesday. It's all crazy, but we just looked down like, holy crap! It's 10 o'clock. We said yesterday, like, we really want to do our show today, um, and so yeah, like, good grief. So missed last night, almost missed this. I think we're kind of okay now. We're getting back in the skip of things. We're going to talk about what's changed for us recently. It's going to be a short show. I've got Prim under my feet if you want to bring Piper. Okay. But Kelvin, good morning and infernal salutations to yourself, sir. We're just finishing up a couple of small things, and we'll get this video going quick. We've had a really long week. Today's Sunday. Basically, tonight and into tomorrow morning will be the 1 week anniversary of VG, our big white fluffy dog. If you've ever seen her walking around, she passed away last Monday at 4 a.m. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. That's just not fun. And we're going to talk about the 2 new additions that we have.
Rasputia and Mulifa.
Uh-huh.
Rasputia and Mulifa.
You hear Finn running around. He doesn't feel too smart about it. He's like, I don't know if I like what's happening here. I wish they had thank you. So yeah, we'll get started soon. See, she's right here. Look at her. I love how she lays with her feet out.
Is that Piper?
Prim. Um,
I'm gonna get my son.
But yeah, it's been a sad week. It's been a very emotional week. We've been kind of all over the place, and thank you for the condolences. It was rough, and we know there's no way ever to replace VG. She was an amazing dog. She was very in tune to Rook, very close. Close to me too, but we're going to talk about it because I'm being pretty open about it, and I know I'm saying it. I'm not saying it to be self-denigrating, but it is our fault. It's something that, and I say we, I mean I independently
Me.
take full responsibility, as does Rook, but either one of us could have done something different. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the 2 new additions that we have, and some of the things that we're going to do with them, like some ritual things we're going to do with them and stuff like that. So it'll be fun, but it is going to be a relatively short show today. So our music playing in the background. We just really wanted to kind of be with you guys and put some video out and try to keep things going despite all the sadness that's been kind of around us. Good morning, Dragon. It is great to see you. Just sharing about VG, giving her a little bit of grace, and we're going to talk about kind of what we've been talking about here a little bit. You're fine, girl. You're not. Oh, you're fine. Stay right there.
She's not too happy with me for
moving her.
She was resting.
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna go straight to live. We're doing okay, Dragon, and unfortunately, You're gonna see why. And now we're very clear that we are not in replacement mode, and we are still grieving. That's still a part of what we're doing. We're not playing like that's not the case.
It just worked out.
It just worked out. These guys are generally 6 months to 2 years before you can find one girl, and let alone two. So this is Miss Piper, and Primrose is sitting underneath my chair. Primrose is rambunctious. Piper's a little bit. She's the runt. She's not a good eater. She's kind of slow. So we're really just kind of paying attention to her really closely. Yeah, I just got your text. She's eating very little. She's eating about half of her food, but she is eating. She seems, I don't want to say lethargic. She seems tired, and she's definitely the runt. She's a good pound or two under Prim, who's under my chair. And
she's not real happy with me because I moved her.
Yeah, she's a sleeper. She's just a calm, mellow, and Prim is not calm and mellow. But we're going to be watching them. We're getting them set up for their first vet visits. They were seen at the vet yesterday, and I'm sure this change is a little bit different for them. And yes, there will be lots of pets.
Won't be able to sit in the lap for long.
No, they won't. Now these guys this particular breeding program does generally breed smaller Samoyeds, which is they're supposed to be smaller, 45 pounds for girls. DG was 70 pounds, and she was a little bit overweight, but she was a huge Samoyed. Lexi was probably 15 pounds lighter, but VG was huge. Yeah, I think you mentioned that, Kelvin. We were talking about it before you went in. I am glad everything went well.
Yeah, glad you're okay.
Although sometimes okay doesn't mean it went well, so just double check on that. So hopefully things went actually good. But yeah, we're having a gorgeous start to our day today down here in Southwest Florida. It was 68 when I woke up. It's 72 right now. All the windows are open. One thing that we're going to stop doing is we will no longer burn incense inside the house. Yeah. I have finally directly connected that to Finn. Whenever we light incense, Finn gets coffee and sneezy and does the backward sneezes. So we're gonna stop do that. I don't know what that means. We're gonna not do that inside unless like all of the windows are open. Otherwise, we're gonna keep that way from Finny. Instead, we're getting an update to our air cleaner, getting some new filters, and we're gonna try to make it a little bit better for him because I think he's got some allergies and some aversion to the incense.
Ooh, 52. Ooh.
I know. That's beautiful. Right nice. Now, I was just telling Rook this morning, it's 68. For me, 52 no breeze, 62 with a breeze, light breeze, 70 with a good breeze. Those are perfect temps. 52 if it's sunny, sitting out on the porch, that would be my dream. 52 with a blanket and coffee, sitting out reading with the sun hitting you like that. Whew. That would be great. That's actually I have a simmer pot. Actually a crock pot that I use for that purpose. And
they're safer? Is that safer?
It's not smoke.
Oh, yeah. We should do that.
That's and you can use the oils too. Oils are probably a little bit better, but I just use water and I put like herbs and stuff in it, like rosemary or cinnamon or honey and stuff like that. It kind of smells like you're cooking. We do want some help. We're going to start their little training program today. I have started for them, but they did okay through the night. We left them out in our room, but not in the bed. They did okay. But I am concerned lightly about Piper because I'm not used to having a dog that doesn't like to eat.
Yeah, la petite. You can sit with Miss Piper.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Ma standing on Piper.
Yeah, you can sit with Miss Piper.
Yeah,
actual.
Piper's got a little bit of like she's like myoclonic, where like her muscles just kind of she's a little bit less coordinated, which
Nice.
that's normal for a runt, but she's definitely the runt of the litter for sure. She is the smallest.
Yeah,
She
baby,
seems
she's
happy
so
and
cute.
comforting, but she does I'm just watching her because she's eating about. We're feeding them a half a cup in the morning and a half a cup in the evening, and she's only eating half of that. So we gotta watch her. All the other guys and girls seem to be doing okay with them too. They're not mad. They're not fighting. Prim is actually
grumpy. Tina at first.
Yeah, Tina's a little grumpy.
Tina has concerns.
But I like that. We're gonna have to look at that.
Baby.
So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're probably not going to do tarot. We've got a couple things we need to do, obviously, with the new puppies. We wanted to get them first before we go get their collars and stuff. But
Tina.
Yes, Tina's very concerned.
Unexplained.
You know, our bedroom is relatively puppy proofed, and we got to finish the back room being fully puppy proof.
Woo! It is tiring. Got puppies.
Yep. For at least the next 8 weeks, we will be tired. If not 6 months.
Oh.
So
my neck feels stiff. I didn't.
Unexplained. Welcome.
Hey, petite.
Yeah, I woke up a couple times. I know you woke up a few times.
Primrose.
She wants to get in the bed.
We didn't let him get on the bed yet. I don't know if that's good or not.
I'm still too afraid of them falling.
We do. Oh, yes. 2 toddlers. Oh, my gosh.
We do. We're going to work on, I don't know, like, we're going to try crate training, but, you know, if they reject it, we're not going to push it too hard. I think Piper, this one right here, she's going to be fine. She likes being in her crate.
What's
the other girl immediately, she's sleeping under your chair.
Oh, be quiet.
She immediately goes haywire, like bark constant. So we got to work with her. And it's not where she's at. It's not in the crate or in the bat. It doesn't matter. It's that we're not in there with her. She wants to be at your side every second. Piper doesn't really care about us yet. So yeah. We have the 2 toddlers. And like usually it's so hard to even find one for months. We're like, okay, we wanted to get our name in the ring. Because again, like the last time it took quite a while to find them. Actually, VG we found pretty quick too, but
it's an average about a year.
You have to go, you have to go really hard to get them. And this year we chose a very specific breeding program. You know, the type that you're not. Let's just put it this way: our contract to even get the dogs after our meeting on Teams was 122 pages each, and we go through the whole thing.
Thank you. Unexplained.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today a little bit, to start off with VG. I am still having grief for her. Like, I miss her, and it was good for me to out loud say that I take responsibility for what happened. Even though a lot of people tell me it's not your fault, you know, I do believe souls go when they go. I don't think we can change that. I don't know that what we did differently would have prevented it, but I do know it wasn't the right thing to skip what we skipped. We didn't do right, regardless. So that's going to be there. Right. So I'll give you guys just a little information. You probably know a little bit. I do attribute it directly to and I'm going to say my fault. I know Rook takes responsibility too, but I just speaking for myself. Back in 2023. At the end of the year, VG got really sick, very similar to how Lexi was when she was like 10 with pancreatitis, which Lexi, by the way, is only supposed to live for 2 years max, and we got her 10. Mm-hmm. So she stuck with us for a while, but she was in so much pain in the end. That was our previous Samoyed. And then with VG, like she got sick, and we just could not figure out what it was, but it was the same symptoms, and we eventually got our vet Dr. Diaz, after just taking her like for 3 months, we had to take her for over. She kept going back for overnight visits for fluids, and they couldn't figure out. And I remember Dr. Diaz telling us, she's like, I went home and I'm just very mad that I couldn't figure this out. She's like, I'm so angry. So I'm like, I read everything I could about these dogs, and she found it. She's like, so I want to try something. She did a lab, and it was exactly that. She had Addison's disease. There's a couple of different types of Addison's. These are adrenal gland issues. There's Addison's and Cushing's, where you can't regulate your blood chemistry, your electrolytes. So she had Addison's, and she had the bad type of Addison's, where her adrenal glands just didn't do anything. So she couldn't regulate her like potassium and sodium in water and all that stuff. So we had to regulate it for her by giving her prednisone every day by mouth and a once a month shot. We were pretty good with that prednisone. We never really missed it. The shot we missed, we were like a week late here and there, 2 weeks late one time. But this time she was due September 18th, and we didn't realize it until the beginning of October that we were 2.5 weeks going on a third week late. So we got her scheduled, but she declined pretty fast, and we took her into emergency vet. They did give her her shot, but it was too late.
So I want to tell people to please research so you can make your own decision. She started having issues a couple days.
I don't want to cut you off, but mention both. They both had the same issues about the same time.
Yeah, they both went for vaccines.
VG and Lexi.
3 or 4 at once. They had a very strong and noticeable reaction the next day, 48 hours later. And that, when we looked it up, that having too many vaccines and certain vaccines together can impact their bodies and these issues. So part of this contract was you will only give a certain number of vaccines at a time and when. Just be very careful, because although I take responsibility in not getting her the shot, the vaccines, there was a noticeable physical difference after they had those vaccines together. So please be careful and do your research and decide for your animals, kids, yourself, whatever, how many and what vaccines you want to get at once. Space them out. There's nothing wrong if you want them, space them out.
That's it. And the condition is called vaccinosis, and then people can get it too, where after a vaccine, you feel achy and stuff. You cannot get like the flu or rabies from the vaccine. It's not possible. But your body does react to it, and it has to, because that's how you build up the antibodies to the disease. But most people, if they have the reaction, is just mild, like headache or just not feeling well. Both Lexi and VG had the same reaction afterwards. And so when we went with this, White Magic is the name of the company. The part of their contract is if you get a dog with us, you tell the vet the schedule. They're like, it's not that we don't believe in vaccines, but we tell you when to give them and when and how and separate them out. So every vaccine is 30 days apart, and there's actually some herbs
and supplements to give with them.
It's sulfur, thyssen, and liston or something like that. I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, but there's 3 herbs that we're going to give them, because we're going to follow the contract because it obviously works. But there was, 100% they are, and I'm a full believer in vaccines, but there's no reason. Like Tdap is different. It is so it's just so used and so researched that it's not that big of a deal for me for humans. But we will never do that again. And that contract, she was very explicit with the vaccine. She's like, just don't do it. And we learned a couple of other things. Lexi and VG both had Bactrim at some point as medications for a UTI. And we learned that through this other one that they're not, both of us are allergic to it, which is weird.
I'm allergic.
You're worse than I am. Remember, I got the hives after mine, and
my whole body turns purple and hurts and tight and hot.
Yeah. So don't want to tell anybody what to do, but I'm glad you brought that up. It really is about making an informed decision, and we just thought the vet knew what to do every time. But we won't do that again. That's for sure. So yeah, I was inconsolable on Monday. Couldn't function. My company is amazing. They let me take the day, and then the second day when we had to do some other things, like we had her cremated, let me go take care of that. Hi, Nick. So it was really exciting that we got to Um, I guess exciting is not the right word. I'm very glad that my company and yours too,
Yeah.
that they were able to like recognize that this is something, because some places don't, like, oh, it's an animal, get over it. They would have had a resignation if that had happened, but I knew better. They know. I do believe that she's still with me, just like I believe Lexi's still with me. I'm actually kind of evolving my stance on consciousness and some other things after some new recent things um, that we've kind of experienced. So she's still down there.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
She's usually moving.
Don't say anything. So yeah, I the gate's all here, right? So very exciting to me that we were able to do that. Like I said, I'm still grieving. There's still gonna be grief, but we didn't want to pass up these new babies because it was just kismet. Not only that, but they're also the same color as, you know, they when they have puppies, they usually assign them a color. All of our girls have been yellow, so now we have a yellow and an orange. Um, so yeah, animal deaths are definitely harder than human. I bought these little miniature urns um, to put their ashes in. So we have 3 that have departed, and I need to find a 4th one. But we're going to put their ashes in them and clip them to the stroller so that when we go walking, they'll always be with us, even though they'd be with us anyway. I just like the ritual idea of that. We're going to do, at some point in the next couple of weeks, hopefully a little ritual of release. You know, and then we're going to do some ritual with these guys. I assign all of our dogs a stone with a little bit of meditation. VG was carnelian. Whatever the most energetic stone that's ever existed is probably going to be this one. No, this one.
That one.
This one is probably going to be like Larimar.
Obsidian.
No.
She's very calm.
Larimar, very, very like ocean relaxing. But yeah, and Nick, it was kind of good for me because even though like my job does have a lot of travel normally, right now, at least through the end of this year, I'm going to be home a lot, like home office, multiple days a week. So we're like, it's a good time right now. I'll be working out of the house November for like a couple days, and I have to fly for a week then, and then in December, like a couple of days, another week in December, and 1 week in January. So yeah, there'll be those days, but I will tell you this: we both worked out of the house all day when we had VG as a puppy, and we made it through, and she was fine. We puppy-proofed our rooms. We put child locks on a lot of things.
We did walk her every day. I mean,
yes,
she got exercise,
and we used a lot of pet resort, like doggy daycare. If you can't afford doggy daycare because it can get expensive, you can do like once a week or even twice a week to get some good exercise. I'll tell you, before VG got sick this last time, she had one day that she was so happy. She's had the best day of her life at the pet resort. But I don't know. What do you guys think about, like, I'm reading a lot about human stuff and pet. You can just put her down. She'll probably stay, although I think Prim will start following you. She's so cute. About consciousness and, you know, just how we perceive you know, communication and connection with animals and people. I've been watching the telepathy tapes, which has been very freaking awesome. I need to learn more about what Piper. She's talking. They are too cute. They are laying in a yin yang together right now. That is too cute. Wish you could see it. But yeah, so just curious what you guys think about that. I kind of am morphing my beliefs a little bit after VG because I felt things so differently. Like I feel like there's some different kind of connection to all of that. I feel really good about it. Like I'm still mourning VG, but and there's some grief still there, especially because it's kind of our fault. Not kind of, it is our fault. But I feel a lot of peace too with her that I didn't feel. Like VG took, or Lexi, it was a month before I could probably think straight. But with VG, I feel like I got like forgiveness and all these things from her first quickly. Um, and you know, I still comes in waves as it will. But I know I'm jumping around too. But I really do think that there's some connection there where um, Finn is a good example. Let me tell you, Finn, my Chihuahua, one of the five, when I'm at my computer, I think I've said this before, or working, I'll get frustrated sometimes. Be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Seriously? This is so stupid." Just like that. Not angry, not like hitting the table or anything. Just, I'm like, "Really? Are you fucking kidding me?" And when I do that, Finn, dead sleep, gets up and he slinks away from me. He does not like it. He's so uncomfortable. So I'm like, I gotta stop doing that because I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. So I stopped saying it. But in my head, I feel it. I'm like, and I get the same thing. I even say it in my head, like, motherfucker. He will still get up, slink off, and he will not come back for like an hour because he doesn't want to be around me. So I'm having to now change my behavior and not even get that feeling. So I'm trying to learn how to not feel that in the first place. So that dog is evolving me. That's Finn. I don't know if it's just he can read my aura change that quickly, but I mean, like, as I'm saying mother effer in my head for something that's happening right now, he's up and moving already. So, and I don't know if it's the vibes. I don't know if it's telepathy. I don't know if it's soul communication, but there is something there and they are in tune to it. It's very, very important that we see our animals that way and just connected to us, because I do believe that they are in just some amazing ways. Um, so I do have a belief system related to spirit animals and totem animals. Um, I feel like I'm going to say totem animals first because I've done work with totem animals. Um, when you have a totem animal, it is kind of like your spirit. It's the spirit of what you are in that animal, like a wolf. And your totem doesn't change much. It usually sticks with you for life. You have the bear. You have the, you know, which is like the motherly but super strong, but also cuddly. You have the, what's another good example? The rat. If your totem animal is a rat, incredibly intelligent, can find its way through anything, resilient, but shorter life. Dog can be a totem animal. This is a very loyal, very companioned, and these are things that kind of embody your whole spirit over your life, and you kind of drives your, like, not drives your personality, but kind of supports your personality. You're somebody that moves really fast and is really good at hiding and sneaking around. Cheetah. That's your totem animal. It sticks with you a long period of time. Spirit animal to me is different. Spirit animals come and go for different times in our lives and bring us different guides and information and things. There was one point where my spirit animal was the crane. And the crane was teaching me to hold still, observe, be alert, and carry only what I need to carry. But once I learned that lesson, then it was the otter. And that's where I'm still at right now. Otter is being more playful, letting loose, being responsible and loving, but still making sure that I do the things I need to survive. So spirit animals, to me, can change over time and come into your life to give you guidance and wisdom. And they change and they evolve with you, and they teach you different lessons as you work with them, meditate with them, kind of like working with different deities if you believe in different deities. Whereas totem animals, I don't particularly see that you work with totem animals. I see like totem animals are kind of spiritually assigned. Hush, hush. Guys, sorry. We ordered food and it's here, so. Guys. So that's kind of how I see it. If you guys feel differently, share your thoughts in the chat. I think it's a really great thing. Like, I don't think any of these guys, I don't feel them as familiars. So that's first. I feel these guys as just separate spirits that are pets. Not that I don't believe in familiars. I just like mine aren't my familiars right now. Like I don't have a familiar. VG wasn't a familiar. She was a soul that was here to teach me a lesson as part of my pre-soul contract and my belief system. Um, so that's what pets are to me, and they're not owned. We do not own pets. We are blessed by their life. And then, of course, you have wild animals, and then the totem animals, like I said, is kind of like your, and they can change. I have heard in some cases where a totem animal can change, but that's not the base. Like they usually stick with you for a very long time. These two girls are both curled up under your chair together in a little ball. Yep. You can have Ma though, because she's hurt my arm. Ma petite. She loves you anyway.
I love her.
So we were just talking about totem animals, spirit animals, and pets. Kind of what's the difference? I agree, Dragon. Exactly that. Over the past, I'd say 5 years, that's been kind of my developing belief system. Is our souls, or whatever you call them, have an externalness to us. Our mind is the machine that interprets our soul. And we make agreements before we come to Earth. However many times we come, we make choices, and we have those communications or those contacts of different souls. Oh, that got him to move. That's Prim? We can set it out here. We'll eat out here. Prim is very food motivated. Piper is not. I may call on a lot of you guys to help me with Piper so that I don't overdo it. Because that toast, sourdough toast, I'll eat that now. I don't care if we're on stream. Sorry, guys.
I don't either. I'm sorry.
We're slow.
We have not.
We've missed. I'm telling you, for those of you that came later, yes, I will talk about Hassan. I missed Apocrypha last night. Didn't even think about it. Just got a text from Adia saying, "Dude, are you okay?" Because he had messaged me on Discord. I just completely forgot. You can set it over there. It was just so strange. And then this morning, same thing. 10 o'clock. Holy crap! I wanted to do the show today, and we forgot. So we're off. We're still, getting things together, but yeah. So I really do believe that. Hey, Pipey. Oh, she laid back down. That's good. I definitely feel VG with us, constantly. I think she is definitely guiding us right now, and we're doing things very differently than we've done in the past. So, when I did totem work, maybe it's been a couple of years. I did some shaman classes and knew somebody who was kind of helping me through that thing. I don't really talk about it much because I think I might be one of the people where it has changed at some point. So I don't know. But have you ever done totem work?
I have not. And what does that mean is?
Well, you either meditate over a long period of time and work with somebody to discover what your totem animal is.
Interesting. No, I have not done that.
Yep. Mine was a possum, if you can imagine that.
A possum?
Opossum.
Did you do it by yourself? Just...
I have somebody help.
I would probably need a helper.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I did a lot of meditation. I read some books, but I still had to I felt I needed to reach out to somebody.
That'd be interesting.
So
that's like a totem animal. Is that like a guide? Can be kind of like a guide.
We were talking about it earlier. Totem animals are more of I think the spiritual expression of us that we're connected to. Spirit animals are more of the guide. They come and go. They might return. To me, they're very much like deity, but from a soul's perspective. So,
no, I don't have anything for you, ladies or boys.
So,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I would. I definitely think I would do that.
You should. So, Hassan Piker. I watch him. I watch Hassan quite a bit. I don't know if anything has like happened in the last couple of days that you're talking about, because I'm about 4 days behind reading and watching his stuff. With everything that's been going on, I haven't been paying attention. I do generally, like when I'm at work, in the beginning of work, when I'm just getting files and stuff ready, I'll play Hassan in the background. I generally enjoy his stuff. I also think that he has a little bit better balance than some people think. So I heard about that. If I'm not mistaken, that was something very old, but or maybe not.
Well, he abused his dog on video. What?
No, I don't watch them. I listen, so I don't ever see. Like, I know it's YouTube, but I pay for YouTube Premium so that I don't have to keep it up. Oh, well then I haven't heard about it yet. I'll have to look. Yeah, our dog VG, and she passed on this past weekend. We have not been doing our normal stuff. So if that was recent, then that would be the end of that for me. I wouldn't watch again for sure. So thank you for sharing that. I'll check it out. I've been watching him for a while. I like the way that he does stuff generally, but if that's the case, that'll be the end of that show for sure. Well,
well, I hope needles appear through his scrotum and can't be removed.
my petite. Well,
and then alcohol's poured over the open wounds.
I would agree. Like I said, I haven't seen it. Like I said, and we don't watch the videos. I listen to them in the background, but I have not listened to him since probably last Wednesday or Thursday. And unfortunately, I like his take on things and how he manages things overall, but I do not like that.
I'm really overly sensitive to like animal abuse. I can't even, if there's like it triggers me bad. I can't even listen to like a Mr. Ballin. If it says anything about an animal, I immediately change it because I can't. I don't.
Yeah, that's very disappointing.
Yes, every time. That is a good one.
I will say this: I don't want to see it, but I'd like to see about it because he is one person that I do think somebody could potentially. And again, I know nothing about this. He is somebody who I think could potentially have somebody fraudulently create something like that that's not real. You know, like AI it, and then because he is massively hated by the right wing.
Oh, really?
He's there. He's our Charlie Kirk, pretty much. Although not now. I'm gonna tell you that. I will find out. Yeah.
I mean, what is he? A politician? Or?
He's just a YouTuber.
Oh,
But I'm gonna look that up for sure.
Well, I hope it is not true.
I do too. Well, I will tell you what. If it is, we have zero tolerance for that. But interesting. I thought you just asking about him in general because I haven't heard anything. A little polarizing. I liked his stance on what happened with Charlie Kirk. He was like, guys, it doesn't matter. Like, he was supportive of, we should not be thankful of his death. Like, you can't do that. So.
Oh, I totally agree.
Anyhow.
Excuse me for this.
Yeah, Dragon, he's kind of a left-wing YouTuber, very, very well known. Can have some pretty hyper examples of what do you call it? Views. But yeah, not anybody to lose sleep over, if that's the center of all that. You know what I mean? He's not like, I'm not dying inside that if he's losing his shit. But I will say, like I said, he's hated enough that I could see somebody faking it and making it happen. But We'll have to see.
Oh, my medicine. Sorry.
Ah, well, I want to switch back to our animals. I kind of shared what I feel about like VG and her passing and her being with us and just kind of I don't know, being present and understanding that that soul is there and has that connection to us. And like I feel just so much more at peace after VG passed than I did with Lexi because I did on my Monday, Tuesday probably. Actually, it might have been Wednesday. Um, I walked through the house and I went to all of her spots and I talked to her and I asked her for forgiveness. I admitted my failures. And I got clear, I mean, absolutely crystal clear forgiveness responses and what to do to not squander the opportunity. So,
This is Draco.
I mean, even since then, my own relationship with this guy right here has gotten significantly better.
Oh,
He don't like me.
yeah. This is Draco. This is
And I think I
Draco.
know why. Like one time when he was here, he got growly and tried to bite me. Actually, did bite me. But I think it was because I came at him too hard with the broom or something.
You feel bad, he said.
Yeah, I don't
He's
remember what it
sorry.
was, but he went after me, and I'm like, okay, I'm staying away from him. But maybe he has
Okay.
trauma with a broom that I don't know about. And by the way, I'm not talking about like hitting him or anything. Just was the hi. Yeah, yeah, he's been better. We need to cut the fur on your pee-pee so that it doesn't
Oh,
dribble all
yeah,
over the
okay.
place.
I tried to give him a haircut. I gave him a partial haircut.
Yeah,
I need to give him a better one.
he's our long. That's our long-haired Chi-Chi.
my baby. Thank you, baby. I love you.
So thank you guys for bearing with us, for being late and all the other stuff, and not having anything planned and eating and all this stuff is not our normal, but
We've been way off the past few
everything's
days.
been off this week, so we just gotta eat. That what you want, huh? That's why you're wagging so much today.
You like fruit, Draco? Some fruit you can have. What, baby? Are you streaming?
Benny wants food.
Oh, was that Finn?
That was Finn, yes. That sucks.
Archie.
Poor Archibald.
Archie. Oh, I love this one.
You can't have my food, Bubby.
Did you come see me, or you just wanted the food? Both. Don't growl at me.
So
Don't growl at me, stinker.
I am still thinking through that process of, you know, souls and how animals really connect to us. So I'd love to hear anybody's ideas on that. Even if you don't believe that or you disagree, it's fine. I'm just interested to hear it. And then, you know, with the new girls, very, very clear that they are new girls.
Oh, shut up. Hush.
They're not replacements for VG. They're already their own personalities. But I certainly can feel VG here through at least one of them.
Oh my gosh, yes. VG taught a lot of lessons for me.
She's a very good
Gotta
dog.
Be involved from the beginning more. Little things like brushing them every day can be good time spent. The walking part I had done, I walked her most every day, but the brushing for these girls every day. Every day.
Yep.
Oh. Poor husky.
Yeah, it's so. Like, I just can't imagine being like, not nice to animals,
No,
especially
not purposefully.
pets.
Not
You-
purposeful, no.
Special kind of asshole. So, very special kind of asshole. So,
Why am I so tired? I feel like I need a nap.
me too.
I feel like I want a nap. Oh.
I mean, I guess I should be clear too. Kind of feel the same way about cats.
What? Cats?
Just like any other pet, they have lessons to teach us. Their souls chosen to be part of our life here so that we can learn and grow here, and so can they.
Maybe.
Draco grins and bares his teeth when he wants you to pet him. It is so funny. Yeah.
That's what he does.
My petite's mad at me.
Well, she is.
I agree 100%. They definitely come to us when we need them. We have too many now. Or we have just enough, I should say. Because it's going to be a long road with these little babies, these toddlers that we have. Yeah. I really like that. I think one of my old cats that I had for, I think he was 18 or 19 when he passed, Jake. I'm sad that where we buried him we had to sell, but his lesson for me was longevity and making sure that in the end of life that you are treating your animals as they age just as they are when they are young, right? You continue to be a part of their lives. They don't get less valuable because they get older and slower. That was his lesson for me. It's a big one. And I also think that all the lessons you learn from your animals are meant to be applied to humans. Any thoughts on that?
Well, if anybody could teach me to care more about humans, it would be animals.
Man, why is your
I don't care for a lot of humans. Like, definitely not as much as I care for animals, which I hate to say, but I could see how
we are, though, actively caring for more humans than we ever have.
we are.
Yes.
In what way?
We're going to have a discussion later.
I'm asking.
I know.
Because
I'm not comfortable saying it right now. Because it's going to come out wrong. And I don't want to get in trouble for being abusive to my husband on camera.
Sleepy showed up when I needed love, and she was a special.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. I love that unexplained.
Yeah, about reminding us that we have souls. That is.
Nick, if you could create a domesticated version of any wild animal the way dogs were created from wolves, which animal would be most interesting to domesticate? Ooh.
Otters.
I love otters. The first animal that comes to mind, and this is not a good take, and I'm going to say no to it, but the first thing that comes to mind is elephants.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't want to domesticate them because I think honestly, I kind of feel like there might be higher beings than us.
Mm.
You know, they might be higher evolutions than we are. But to be able to understand them and integrate them the way we do with our little ones, that would be really neat. Because I think if we could understand them better, them and dolphins would just make a huge difference. There's got to be something in all that gray matter that's happening.
A moose.
A flesh tank. That would be hilarious. All right. What's going on? We only have one fluff ball.
Who is that one?
This is Piper.
Where's Miss Primmy?
We gotta find Prim.
I gotta find her because
she chews cords.
Not saying she would do anything bad, because there's no bad dog.
Oh, she's not a bad dog, but she does bad things. Did you find her? It's funny. She just snuck right on off, didn't she? Piper doesn't move when she's hanging out. What other animal is there? Like, birds are relatively domesticated in many senses. You want to talk?
Oh, she's right there.
Where?
There's 2 dogs right here under the chair.
Where is the other one?
1, 2.
Oh God. We have a head on both. 2-headed dog. Only one tail. That's too funny. I thought she'd taking off.
I got up quick to look, didn't I?
Dragon, that's a really good point. Are cats even domesticated? Cats live in their domicile. I don't know if they're actually domesticated.
Maze.
I can't hold you. My arm is not feeling well. Maeve, welcome in. We've been having a pretty, I think, lighthearted but fun conversation about animal spirits. With our dog having passed earlier this week and now having 2 new puppies in the house already.
Cats are very independent.
Yes.
Our overlords. Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm like, I wonder if they just...
That makes sense.
They happen to be in our domicile, but they are not domesticated. All right. Come on. Come back up. En's going to be mad because I put him down. No, you can't have my coffee. My petite likes coffee.
My petite.
Yeah. I don't know if... I love our cats, but they definitely are cats. We have to actively do more with them, though, because people tend to forget cats and think they just do their own thing. They like to be loved, too.
They're sweet cats.
Yeah. Boy, this scrub makes me look wide as a boat. Yes. Oh, yeah. I really do feel VG's presence still here, for sure. So, with that being said, I still never answered the question. What would I domesticate? What do I wish we had a little thing running around the house? I don't know. I just think like dogs and cats are already the perfect 2 combos.
Yeah, Ma. Yeah. I love you, my petite.
Your little nugget brain.
I love you, my petite.
Mine's got a little walnut, little peanut-sized brain. But she's really smart.
She is very smart.
And opinionated. One thing that I was listening to or reading kind of expressed that pet and human souls tend to, when they pass, their consciousness then becomes widely available to everybody, especially those connected. So while they're still conscious, they're no longer in this 3D world. It's kind of different. Pigs, definitely incredibly intelligent. My mom had a potbelly pig as a pet.
Oh.
They are really good pets. They're very smart, very friendly. They like to cuddle. Maybe you need a pig. And whenever they tell you got a miniature potbelly pig, it's not. It's gonna be big. Oh my arm hurts already, but oh, thank you. Your breath stinky. Just wish I had 7 laps that I could put them all in.
You lay like a baby. You lay just like a baby, okay?
I would too, but I'd do it anyway. My sister has pigs, and I think they're outdoor pigs, and they're food pigs. They're for food, but they do treat them really well, kind of like pets, as far as I know. Yes, they are mini compared to farm pigs, that's for sure. Have you ever seen farm pigs? They're freaking huge.
I don't think so.
They're huge. We had them in Smithfield, in Virginia.
Anyway.
All right, we boo-booed there for a minute. Yep. So every single day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, somewhere between 9 and 11 a.m., somewhere between 2 and 4 p.m., our Fios clicks out for a minute. It's so freaking annoying, but it is every day.
Peachy.
So we're back.
Your baby.
But we were just saying, this week has been a roller coaster. So VG passed on Monday morning. We had our anniversary of 11 years on Friday. 11 married, 18 together, and then picked up our new babies yesterday with our friend, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So we got to do that and experience that together. And then here we are.
And I have
we
a fin.
we need recommendations on how to keep these girls safe.
I have a fin.
And we're getting ready to go to the pet store to buy teething rings and all kinds of stuff to help keep them calm while we're gone. So I think that's really it.
Yeah.
This was a shorter thing. We wanted to keep it to an hour. We're not doing any tarot today, but like I said, we hopped on late. We're missing everything. We just keep forgetting everything. It's hilarious. Just trying to get things back together.
About chipping. Ooh, what's chipping?
You mean microchipping?
Oh, yeah.
Ours were microchipped because they're AKC. Certified breeds, so they had to be microchipped. That's part of their program. I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't thought about it much. I'm glad they're chipped should something happen, because these dogs they do unfortunately get stolen a lot because they're valuable. But hopefully it's not incredibly painful any more than getting like a intraskin IUD or something similar. I would think. I don't know where he keeps going, but it is a gorgeous day out. I hope it's gorgeous for everybody. We are going to head out to the pet store now so we can get the things that we need. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so we're going to go out to our pet store, get some chew things for them. We're going to crate them for a little bit and see how well they do. And hopefully they're good. We're going to take them up to the Kava bar today so they can play. We want them to meet people. Heading out there around probably 1 o'clock. If anybody happens to be local, we'll be there from like 1 to 3 with the puffballs. Maybe a little bit later, as long as they're good. So yeah, we're excited to do that. I do appreciate you guys coming in. I really do enjoy the conversation of stuff like this. It's helpful to talk through it too, as we make changes and go through changes. And yeah, so we're gonna hop off here. Thank you for joining. Sorry, so short. Glad everybody was able to join. Nick, Dragon, JC, Maeve, Kelvin, Unexplained. I think I already said Nick. We had a really good conversation. I appreciate it. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day today and have a good week.